supposed to be leaving.
I don't know if that's gonna happen.
What the heck are you doing?
Hey, what is up, everybody? It is me, Sean Tanktop, over here at Casa de Tanktop, hanging out with my very good friends Dustin and Morgan Drace over there at the Dojo. Drace, how you feeling, Draces? Are you feeling like excited, nervous, afraid, perhaps?
You
over
know
there?
I love elevated horror. I mean, we did just watch Terrifier 2.
We
so
did.
we like horror that's like art.
A little,
And a
so
meditation
you
on
like
trauma.
art. Right, the highbrow, it's like
We
it's like
have high taste.
The Exorcist, The Shining, Terrifier 2. Just cutting tits off and doing whatever the fuck else that we're doing in that fucking.
We're talking horror because
We're talking horror because we're talking about Beau is Afraid, the new movie from Ari Aster. I don't really know I don't know the concept at all, really. I don't know anything. I figure we'll take a look at the
let's
trailer and
just
then
see this.
and then we'll figure it out and then we can kind of ruminate on it after that.
30-year-old orphan.
Oh, man.
30-year-old orphan.
Oh.
Oh,
Ugh.
okay.
King Viserys over here.
What your daddy passed down to you. But I wanted a child. The greatest gift of my life.
Uh-oh, generational curses.
Whoa.
I'm visiting my mother tomorrow. Oh, that guy.
Huh?
It's Mom. I'm just calling to say that
Hi, Carrot.
so excited.
Yeah.
You're my angel and I love you. Okay. I love you. Okay, bye, sweetie. I love you.
Therapist mom.
I'm on my way. It's not safe, is it? What do you think I should do?
I'm sure you'll do the right thing, sweetheart.
Oh, he has like
What
a
is
agoraphobia,
this
maybe?
weird world?
Welcome back.
Nice.
In my car.
What?
What?
What is this?
That's my little assistant health monitor. Feeling sad about going home, Beau? Must feel totally unreal.
Love the song.
I don't know if that's gonna happen.
What the heck are you doing?
You will walk many miles.
Oh,
Dozens
whoa.
Will become hundreds. Hundreds will become thousands. Your adventures will continue for years and years.
As soon as you get home.
I know.
Huh.
What?
Do you want the truth now?
Oh, hey, there he is.
This is kind of giving me horror Big Fish vibes.
I could see that for sure.
Horror Big Fish mixed with like a little bit of like early aughts like Michelle Gondry
Yeah.
with some of the handmade kind of stuff about it or whatever.
And
like,
this is exciting because it's like different.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's like, yeah. Because,
yeah.
you know, Midsummer, I mean, other than it was like super bright where like Hereditary was super dark.
It was daytime
But,
horror,
but they had
you know?
the same vibe of this dread of this like, and like this is just bonkers like.
Very manic energy.
Yeah.
Almost like I get like also a bit of like kind of like a 70s madcap comedy kind of screwball comedy
A
kind of
bit.
vibe, but
Felt
obviously
kind of Coen-y, like Coen Brothers.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, like but a bit more of a but obviously like a darker psychological trippier kind of bent or whatever.
But I
it
mean,
was.
if the thing is like with the horror, like one of my scariest nightmares I ever had was like being kind of trapped in a dream where I could like I thought I was awake and then I was like, shit, this is a dream, and I was like, okay, this is when I wake
you
up.
mean right now?
Ah, shut up.
Ah!
No, but like I was like, shit. And that's when I usually wake up, and I didn't wake up. And I was like freaking the fuck out, which felt like
You were trying to call your dreams bluff.
Yeah. And
Right.
and like that is a very scary feeling. So I wonder if this is like him trapped in a
YouTube video.
mind.
Or if he gets hit by a car, he could be in bed that whole time.
Yeah.
What is real? What is he actually
It could
doing?
be, yeah, like a coma thing is, and that shit's real because I had a friend who was in a coma, and she's like, "No, you are aware? You're living another whole kind of like." She was like, "I was in bed being cared by Betty Davis, and time was the same amount of time." No, I swear, she was like, comas.
No, I believe it.
She's
but
like,
just-
comas.
it's like, Betty
are-
Davis, hey, Toots, how you doing? You need to get your ass washed today or what? Like,
She's like, comas are insane because she had a whole nother reality that she was living in, and time was the same amount of time.
The mind is going to do what it needs
The
to do
mind
to
is
survive.
insane.
You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. No, I mean, okay, so this, because one of the things that I really loved, because it was kind of like, I think people kind of throw them in the same category as the director of The Witch and then The Lighthouse and shit like that. And so, and,
or like
and
the
I think that
Babadook.
Babadook was Australian, I think. I don't know if either one of those guys directed, but
What I'm saying
Oh,
is
I mean,
like, oh, that's the type of movie he makes usually.
right. Yeah, for sure. But where it's like, I think both of their sophomore. I think I liked the Lighthouse a lot more than I liked Midsummer, and so. And I think it was because of the twistiness, like what is real, what is actually happening to this guy, and what isn't, and that's kind of. But like, he also looked like he was in fucking like when he was going out of his building, he looked like he was. It was like that fucking weird like video game Free Guy shit or whatever. It was. Like the world was really strange.
Yeah.
Like
because at first I thought I'm like, oh, it's an agoraphobia thing, or maybe this is like his manifestation of what agoraphobia feels like. Maybe when you're like in public,
how he perceives the world. Like, even though maybe he's just walking across and it's like a normal, kind of city, type of day. Like there's stuff going on, but it's not like. But it looked like he was like running through a fucking video game or something like that. It was so like GTA 6 or whatever it was. It looked so fucking chaotic and shit. Like
I'm just excited to see an original thing that's like. I don't think as far as I know, this isn't like based off anything. No. It's just like I'm just gonna make this thing.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think that that's one thing. There's a reason why people stand fucking A24 so hard is that is that's their bread and butter. They just try to get kind of weird, more interesting movies made. Yeah, I mean, they put out like the best, most reviewed movie. I still haven't seen it. I'm going to try to figure out a way to do a video on it. But like Everything Everywhere All at Once, that was them. You know what I mean? Like,
she just won Golden Globe for best lead
and
lady.
so did Key too.
Oh, nice! I just learned today that Chunk is his entertainment lawyer and brokered that deal.
So cute.
Blew my mind.
Awesome.
I was like, I love friendship.
Yeah, 100%. And so I think that, but this one, so it wasn't quite. I wonder if they just got a kid and maybe they're kind of digitally augmenting it, or are they actually doing like a Mandalorian Jib Jab Luke, like I'm performing this and then we're making a special effect to make this happen. Baby Yoda, like baby Joaquin over there, maybe like the somehow more terrifying. But no, I wonder if they're gonna do any of that, because I always like it when. I mean, like, we've seen it done a bunch of times, like actors playing multiple roles or different versions of themselves and having to act with yourself or something like that. That's been done a bunch of times. There was also, you know what, also, it reminded me of just a teensy bit, at least as far as, like, kind of like how nervous he was and whatever. Did you guys ever see Adaptation?
Oh, of course.
There's a little bit of that, too.
We open at the beginning of time. Okay, we open with LaRoche. Crazy white man. We open on Charlie Kaufman. Fat, bald, ugly, paces.
As far as just like kind of like he's just like, well, I don't know about it's gonna be. It had such a singular voice of just how he perceived the world, and then interacting with the world that he was creating and shit like that. And that had a bit of a kind of like these punches of energy. That was what I think what was most impressive about it is like when I think of his movies, I think very slow.
I think
methodical
ominous.
Yeah.
camera work, the ominous. But this is like people are fucking pushing shit.
Yeah.
running into stuff
We're not
and
gonna
all
have
that
like
kind of stuff,
sitting
you
in
know?
dread so much. It's
Yeah.
gonna be shit's just gonna happen.
Very like chaotic.
I like
you know?
it. Like it's
Yeah.
something
I-
different.
that he's given himself a different look, you know, and a different feel. You know what I mean? It
It-
feels
it
very
is-
different.
It's fun to see Joaquin be a little more frenetic because like lately he's just been like a slow broody asshole, but now he just gets to be like a wild manic asshole.
Yeah, and he can do both. I think. Yeah, I think a good balance of that is what was it? The Master. I think sometimes like he's just a wild motherfucker, and then sometimes it's a very smoldering
He's just a
kind of
pervert.
intensity.
He was in The Master. He's total pervert.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Pervert fucking like and a drunk. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, so I can relate.
Philip Seymour Hoffman's like, listen, I can't be a pervert in every movie. You do the pervert heavy
you
lifting.
do the pervert now, right? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's like somehow I'm gonna come off as like the least fucked up somehow in this fucking movie.
I'm
where
playing a
Philip-
cult leader.
I'm fucking yeah. I'm L. Ron Hubbard surrogate basically. No, but very interesting, and
Yeah.
you know, you again like you said, to piggyback off what you said, Justin. I mean, I'm always just applauding. You know, we just did, you know, the 35th fucking Marvel movie or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like, and that shit, I like that stuff. That stuff is great. It gives you like, but I also, it's fun, you know, and also that's kind of being towards the end of the year and the awards ceremony shit kind of starting to ramp up, and we've been watching some other stuff. The Menu, Banshees of Ed Sheeran, you know, like all that, you know, like shit like that, where it's just like, oh, it's just a fucking singular
It's just a
story.
story.
That you
They're just
start beginning, fucking middle, and a fucking end. And
Yeah.
like that's always it's nice to have that as well. It looks fucking cool. Definitely, we're gonna be trying to check it out. You know, and so if you guys want to keep up on like that, and like we got the Evil Dead Rise, which also looks dope. We just did a trailer reaction for that, so we're gonna be covering a bunch of horror, trying to over in 2023 because we enjoy that stuff over there. And if you guys want to make sure that you keep up on all of the stuff and everything that we're going to be putting out in 2023, hit us with that like and that subscribe, because that shit always helps. It never fucking hurts. Or if you want to get early and uncut access to a bunch of things that we're going to be covering this year, hit us up on our Patreon. Links in the top pin comment or the description below. We appreciate y'all for hanging out with us, and we will check y'all later.